It is graduation time tomorrow. 16,000 ASU students will graduate. Obviously, the ceremony is not going to look like this. They're not going to walk the line, but they will be turning their tassels from inside their homes. And that's not the least. That's just one worry, right? The big thing is, how do you find a job? You're graduating tomorrow, and maybe your prospects are looking kind of bleak because it's a tough time. Unemployment's at about 15% almost. So Brian Bauman from localjobs.com is joining us this morning along with Cindy. She's the founder of Rainbow EDU Consulting and Tutoring. And Brian, we're going to start with you. My first question is, how can college graduates stand out in a market that is already saturated with all these folks who have just been laid off or furloughed?
Right, that's a great question, and so they're going through something we've never experienced before, right? And I think most of the country is aware of that. Employers are aware of that, but from the candidate perspective, I mean, taking advantage of opportunities that are in your space that you're going. So if they're a marketing person, an accounting person, getting on board perhaps with an internship program if that's not been done, offering to do some pro bono work and getting on with a company that might be in your vertical that you're looking to work with is always a great way to shore up your resume. And of course, making sure that what's on your resume is succinct and to the point of the type of position that you're looking to go after. Instead of being a generalist, if you've got experience, say, working in counseling, you may want to list those opportunities and what you've done, those experiences, just so that it stands out and it's very succinct and focused. I think those are a couple of things right on the front burner.
Now we want to talk to Cindy. Cindy, talk a little bit about how we can connect with folks and why it's important to stay positive, because I can understand if you're out there, it's negative, and you're like, man, am I ever going to get a job? But I know you said positivity is key.
So true. Positivity is key. There is so much fear and scarcity mentality out there right now, and it's so important to be creative, focus on resources and opportunities. You know more people than you can even think of that can connect you with meaningful opportunities. College professors that were your mentors, labs that you worked in, different individuals that you are already connected to need to know that you are looking for an opportunity. And even if you're volunteering your time in the lab again or helping on a manuscript or a project, you can stay connected and active and positive, and they will be so happy to try to make introductions and also serve as references. But staying proactive, not just waiting for opportunities to appear, but actually actively seeking them out is pivotal. And focusing on gratitude and all the things that you want to bring into fruition, even writing them down as though you already have them, and really honing in on that every day, having your LinkedIn, your collateral, your resume, your cover letter, all of that updated and ready to share at a moment's notice. Just putting it out there and knowing that you are manifesting the very things that you're trying to bring into your world.
Yeah, this is definitely not a time to sit on the couch, watch Netflix and feel sorry for yourself. It's a time to be proactive, do the digital networking, make sure all of your stuff is out there, and then just keep hustling. Brian, before we go, I know it's hard to put a timeline on things, but if I'm a college graduate, how long should I expect the job search to potentially last? Are we talking potentially through the end of 2020?
I mean, that's such a great question. So, the economic rebound is going to have a big impact on that. And I think what you're seeing with the social distancing and COVID-19 is there's going to be a lot of companies that open up prospectively at significantly reduced staff, perhaps 25% off of what it was. So I think that the time to get started and looking and networking, absolutely. And forgive me, I wasn't able to hear much of what you're addressing, but definitely the networking side of it's so important. I would definitely think it could be, depending on the position you're going for, something that does take through 2020. So networking is crucial, and being around those that are in the space that you're trying to get into is helpful. I will tell you, in terms of standing out, some of the things we've seen on our site, localjobs.com, is candidates actually building a 60-second candidate profile, having that embedded right within their resume. It's a video resume, a new feature called Talent Pitch. We're excited about that. A lot of candidates are doing that.
Unfortunately, we got to go, but we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you guys for joining us, doing everything virtual, and we know that all those job seekers out there are going to have to be doing this as